having breakfast with the superintendent of the East Moline School District this morning. And it's good timing because Illinois now has a school funding plan in place. But is it good for your student? Jessica joins us live in East Moline to get an answer as she has breakfast with Mr. Kristen Humphreys. Jessica?
Good morning, Angie. Yes, I am here at the East Moline Coffee Company, and we're having breakfast with Kristen Humphreys. Thank you for joining us. He's the superintendent of East Moline Schools. So let's just jump right in. The big question is the school funding. So the General Assembly passed the school funding. It was kind of up in the air, a lot of uncertainty for a while. But one of the big things is that it provides $75 million for tax credit for people who would donate to private schools. So what are your kind of thoughts on that?
That was one of the difficult parts of the bill that we had to really think about, and how will that affect, because I'm a big believer that public education is the great equalizer in our country. And unfortunately, I don't like that part of the bill, but the part of the bill I do like severely outweighs that, and that's the part of the bill that brings equity and adequacy to the kids in East Moline and across the state of Illinois. For the first time, we have a real chance to make a difference in the lives of children with our school funding formula. And I had to ask myself, does this change those kids' lives more than a provision like that offsets it? And the answer is yes. This is good for kids.
So some people say there's still like a gray area with the school funding. So has there been any issues really going into this school year with that, or do you say it is all good?
No, I don't see a gray. The gray is what you just described. As public educators, we have a hard time knowing that people might get tax credits to use for private education because we do believe that strongly in public education. I grew up getting a great public education, and I know what it can do for someone that wants to build a better life. But the gray area is we haven't actually been paid yet. So, and we don't know exactly how much we will receive from the new funding formula yet for probably the next 2 to 3 months. But we will find out soon. Until then, we do expect our first payments any day now.
Okay. And one of the other big things with not having funding in general, with the Illinois state just being in limbo with every type of funding you can think of, a lot of teachers had to be let go in the school district because of the lack of funding. So will those teachers be rehired? Yeah,
that's a great question. For the first time in my tenure as superintendent in East Moline, this is my 8th year as superintendent, and I can't remember the last time East Moline Schools reduced teachers, reduced some really good young staff that make a difference in the lives of children. So it was very difficult for us, and we let go of 20 teachers. Fortunately, most of those teachers are already back with East Moline Schools, so that's good news. The reason they're back is because of retirements or individuals that might have left for other positions. So we were able to call all these individuals back, and we're excited about that because they do bring a lot of value to our students, and they've got great hearts for kids, and that's why we've hired them. The even better thing is, now that the funding formula has been changed, we can take a look in the future here and see what positions that we still have not replaced that we might be able to add in the future years.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Superintendent Humphreys. And we're going to just still be enjoying our breakfast here from the East Moline Coffee Company. And we're going to come back and we're going to answer some of your viewer questions. And then we're going to get a little bit more exciting and talk about some of the fun things that the school district's going to be doing this year and in the future. For now, we're going to send this back to you, Angie.
All right, Kristen and Jessica, thank you so much. And don't forget, we do a special Facebook Live to show you the behind the scenes of our Breakfast with conversations. That takes place right after Good Morning Quad Cities on the WQAD Facebook page. Next Thursday, we are having breakfast with the Chancellor of Eastern Iowa Community Colleges, Don Duchette. We're going to talk about the new urban campus being built in downtown Davenport, as well as answer your questions. You can submit those now at WQAD.com. Just type breakfast in the search box.